Hello, good evening. Apologies for starting the meeting late. It's because of network hitches. But I would like to appreciate all of you for your dogged commitment for this training. My name is Tahuli Joshua, your facilitator for the 1 month professional diploma training in peace and sustainable development. I've been your host all this while. And thankfully, today we are coming to the end of this training on peace. We have covered about 7 modules from 1 to 7, and graciously we have come to the end of this training. Today is going to be our last lecture on peace and sustainable development for peace and conflicts, for peace and sustainable development. Our training. So I'd like to say a big congratulations for all of you who have been so consistent in participating for this training. It has not been easy, but you have always take your time to be part of it, and that is what makes it beautiful. So I want to sincerely appreciate taking time to be part of it. I believe that your effort will not be a wasted effort. You are going to get benefit for this knowledge and for the certification you are going to receive subsequently. So I want to sincerely congratulate all of you that have been on this journey from day one to this very end. A very big thank you to Paul Uka. Paul Uka has been one of the consistent persons always being online, and I really want to commend you for your effort, for your dedication, for your determination to go through this training. We are encouraged by your commitment. Also, Kare also has always been online, always, and we want to sincerely also commend your dedication and your commitment to this training. And also, I want to appreciate Christine Accord, Ada Williams, Jonataris, Patrick Destiny, Alice Akemi, Godwin George, and Ed Hard, Patient Idemo Musa, and Meseko, and all of you that have always taken time to be part of this training. Albatunde Adeleke, all of you, I appreciate all of you for your dedication and commitment for this training. Finally, like I say, we have come to the end of the journey for this 1 month professional diploma training. Today, we are going to have our last class for the course. And your examination will be coming up on Saturday this week. Yeah. So it's not going to waste time at all. Your exam is going to come up on Saturday this week. Relaxing, I've not been coming to join. I'm sure. I'm sure. 200 and something pages of the study manual. It's not going to be easy for them to pass the exam. But for those of you that have been consistent in participating in the training, I'm sure that you will not find it difficult to, pass your exams, right? So, but that is just what it is. That's it. So I hope you guys are happy that you know that today is going to be the last day of your training, because I didn't say it. I just wanted to take you on away so that you know that, yeah, we are here. Because if I say this is the last class today, many people will rush to join, and like that. So uh, yeah, that's good. Empol Empoloka Masako. That would be good. Like we are very soon we are going to. You are talking about linking up with people in Botswana. That would be fine. And by next year, by December, we are going to advertise for international representatives. And so those of you that have, you know, joined the training and have received training, we will be glad to have you. One, be members of the institute. Two, to also represent the institute in your own country, so that you begin to mobilize people for initiative like this, and also engage in community activities, and also mobilize membership of the institute globally. So by December, we're going to make the announcement for those that are interested to represent the institute in your various countries to apply. And then when you apply, we'll have interview with you, and then see how we will screen. Those of you that are participating in our training will stand a better chance to get that opportunity to represent the institute in your country there. So it's going to be a great experience going forward. So thank you very much. We appreciate all of you for being on board. Like I said, today is our last training. So do wait to share the link with someone. Also invite them to take part in our next training, which is on peace and conflict management, our core course, which is going to start by November 1st. That's this week, Friday. So do wait to invite them to register for that one. You can share the link of that one with at least 10 people in your contact. Let them be part of what is going to happen by next month. This month they have missed it, but you can share that link with them, and they can register and be part of it. After today's training, I will still share the link in our WhatsApp group, so that those of you that also have not registered for it can register, and also you can use the link to share it with your contacts to make them to be part of the next month training. It's going to be a wonderful training. A lot of changes are going to happen. Next month training is going to be quite different. I may be using projector to project some certain things to teach you a lot of things. Do you understand? So maybe we'll mix some with some visuals and some pictures to explain a lot of things. All right. So just I bought a new projector just for that training. So just try to be part of it. All right. A lot of changes will happen. All right. So just try to be part of that training and encourage others to also be part of it. Thank you very much. So you can do it to share the link with others for this training, put it on your wall, invite them to be part of it. Thank you so much, and you're welcome. So today, last training on peace and sustainable development. I'm excited, just as you are, because I know that everyday training, at least I will have like how many days space, like tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday to rest before I'll start another training on Friday. Do you understand? So it's going to be a wonderful time for me to, you know, kind of, you know, regain myself before refreshed before I will face the next journey. All right. So thank you very much. Uh, right. Okay. Today we're going to look at feminist perspectives on peace and development. We have been talking about gender and conflict, gender and development. Today we want to look at feminist. This one we're being specific. We're not just talking about gender generally. Like when you talk about gender, you can we bring about issue of sex into play, and then you talk about both male and female. Do you understand? And then you talk about transgender. You talk about the LGBT, and all of those ones are gender. You know, gender that cannot be classified whether you are he or she. We have such available. Do you understand? So, um, but today we want to focus specifically on feminist perspectives on peace and development. What do women what do women feel, or how do they look at peace? How what is their perspective? What's the perspective of women, the female folks, on when it comes to peace and development. What are they thinking? What is their ideologies? What is their consideration? So we are going to look at these issues. Do you understand? And the first thing we'll be looking at here is feminist peace theories. Feminist what? Peace theories. All right. So feminist perspectives on peace and development emphasize the interconnectedness of gender power and social structures in understanding conflict and promoting peace. Yes, we're having a mix up here. I'm coming up. I'm coming now. So we're going to look at feminist perspective. All right. That's what we're going to look at first. We're going to look at the feminist perspective on peace and development. All right. So what are those feminist perspective on peace and on development? We have some certain themes that we're going to consider here. It's like there's a mix up in my notes. So, but I hope we get over it. Uh, it's like I jump one of the steps or so. But let's see. Feminist perspective on peace and development. What does it? What are the themes that we'll consider in this topic? We are looking at the gendered experiences of conflict, which we agree that female or women experience, you know, they're always at the receiving end of the impacts associated with conflicts. Do you understand? They suffer the most when conflicts happens, you know, emotionally, physically, and economically. Women are being affected more than men, right? So feminist analysis highlight how men and women experience war and peace differently, right? So women often face unique vulnerabilities in conflicts such as gender-based violence, and their role as peace builders may be overlooked. But women contribute a lot in peace building. You understand? You know, they contribute a lot in peace building. And of course, they suffer the most in conflicting situations, like the issue of gender-based violence in terms of rapes and all of those abuses, sexual abuses, and some of other deprivation and all of those things. Women do face some of those things. So gendered experience of conflict varies between men and women. Do you understand? But the fact remains that women suffer the most in situations like that. Men can easily maintain resilience and stand firm in times like that, but women are most vulnerable in such situations. Do you understand? So the role of women in peace processes. So we also look at how women are participating consistently to promote peace in our communities. So feminist perspectives also advocate for the active participation of women in decision-making process at all levels. So women should be encouraged, women should be motivated, and be given more roles to play when it comes to promoting peace in our societies. Do you understand? Because once you give women more roles to play, it means that our society is going to be more beautiful. You understand? That's what it is. Then we'll talk about intersectionality. Intersectionality. So feminist peace and development theories consider how various identities like race, class, sexuality intercept and shape individual experiences of conflict and development, emphasizing that solutions must be inclusive. So solutions that we provide should not just focus on you know men only, but include every aspect of our society and every category of the humans or the human race. Do you understand? In the solution that comes to you know impact conflicts and all of that. So all of this must be considered. Then we look at critique of traditional development models like feminist critique conventional development frameworks that often ignore gender inequalities. They call for approaches that prioritize social justice and equity, addressing the root causes of poverty and conflict. You understand? So women should be considered in development frameworks. So once policies are being made, they should put into perspective how much or how much of effort has been made to recognize women in that particular policy, how that policy is going to impact women first. They should be considered. Do you understand? So that is it. Sustainable development goals. Feminist perspective advocate for the integration of right. We have arguing that true development cannot be achieved without addressing gender disparities. So equity must be in play. Equality may not be physically achieved, but it's possible to have opportunities being shared equally. But in terms of experience, in terms of ability to withstand certain pressures, men and women may operate differently. But the fact is that opportunity should be given to more women as well. That's what we're saying here is that when we're talking about equality or something like that, maybe when you are sending people on special missions like envoys, special envoys, if you have 5 men, you should have 5 women. You understand? So it will make it more beautiful. It will make it more, you know, competing and more resourceful. You understand? If you want to have maybe ministers in your cabinet, you have 40 ministers in your cabinet, then 20 should be women, 20 should be men. You understand? And then let's see how it's going to be. I believe that we will have it good. We have it good. Do you understand? So community-based approaches, emphasizing grassroots movement, feminist perspectives, support community-led initiatives that empower women and promote peace at the local levels. So peace itself is community oriented. Even though we talk about global peace cannot be achieved without community peace. Community peace is a component of global peace. And for those of you that will come for our induction, we always ask people to commit to community peace because you cannot achieve global peace without achieving community peace. So it's the bit you are going to do at the community level that we aggregate to become global peace. Do you understand? It's not what you are going to. Global peace is just it's like something in the air. Do you understand? So, but we believe that if each and every of our communities are in peace, then it's possible that we will achieve the global peace. Everywhere is quiet. Everywhere there's no trouble. It's because our communities are peaceful. Do you understand? So that's why it is. much more expected than any other thing. Whatever we are going to United Nations to talk, we'll still have to take it back to our communities, back to our states, back to our local government, back to our countries. You understand? Because we are not going to start the implementation at the United Nations. We'll just go there and talk and then maybe advocate for policies to solve certain problems. But the implementation of the policy itself take place at the local levels. Do you understand? So that's what it is. So critique of militarization. Feminists often criticize the militarization of international relations and its impact on women, advocating for disarmament and non-violent conflict resolution methods. So that's what we need. It's not always go and carry military, carry police. No. Even that's why some peacekeeping missions, we have what we call the light armed mission. That those ones they don't carry heavy guns. Do you understand? Don't carry heavy guns about. They are they are lightly armed just to go there in case of any eventuality they can be able to approach it. But their D is that you are not to carry arm. Do you understand? You're not to carry arm. Such peace mission, B missions are there. Except when you are going for what we call peace enforcement. Peacekeeping is different from peace enforcement. Do you understand? Uh-huh. When you have to enforce peace, then you have to use heavy equipment, heavy guns, heavy arms to enforce peace. Do you understand? So that's why this. So these are some of the things that we covered in the feminist, you know, perspective on peace. Let's look at gender justice and female gender justice and what development. Gender justice and development. Gender justice and development, focus on addressing inequalities and ensuring that all genders have equal rights, opportunities, and access to resources and decision-making process. So the issue of inequality is a very serious issue, you know, most especially when in Africa, for instance, now the women are always relegated. They are being looked at as the weaker sex, and of course, they should be somewhere else. To a point, our former president did not hide his feelings. He said it. Do you understand? Belong to the other room. Do you understand? So how can you say women belong to the other room only when they have potentials in them? When women are doing incredible things around the world. Do you understand? They're innovative, they are creative. So why would they only be relegated to be in the kitchen or the other room? So but that is just it. So sometimes we relegate the women. So the issue of inequality is very high, most especially in African continent. But if you go to Europe and, and other advanced countries, women are given opportunity to be part of what is happening. Even though in many countries men always are ahead, but you know women have to be given opportunity to participate in the affairs of governance, and they should be considered equally in the activities of development. Do you understand? So equality and empowerment is one of the things that we are looking at gender justice and development. equality and what empowerment. Gender justice aims to empower individuals of all genders by promoting equal access to education, healthcare, employment, and political participation. So this empowerment is crucial for sustainable development. Yeah, that is it. But men are generally always positioned to be considered in governance than women. So, but what we're saying here is that let all category of genders be what empowered. Let them be given opportunity to show what they have and what they got. Do you understand? So it's very important that we do this, right? So intersectionality, recognizing that gender does not exist in isolation. Gender justice consider how intersecting identities such as race, class, sexuality, and disability affect individual experiences and opportunities. So we have to understand the interplay between and among the issue of race, class, sexuality, and disability, how these things affect and how this intersect. Do you understand? Because sometimes we have been hearing the issue of racism here and there. We have been hearing the issue of transgender and all of those sexuality identities. You know, we have cross dressers. That's what they call themselves sometimes, and disabilities. So we have all of those available with us. So they also have to be considered. Do you understand? This approach highlights the need. This approach has highlights the need for tailored solutions that address multiple layers of discrimination. So that's why it is. So elimination of gender-based violence. Elimination of gender-based violence is another aspect that we're considering here. So addressing and preventing gender-based violence is a central component of gender justice. Because I was watching one video today where a lawyer was maltreating and beating his wife. You understand? He was asking the children to go inside while he commit the atrocities. You know, and these are some of the things that we will be taking up personally. The justice group is formed, the justice forum is activated. Such people must never go unpunished. You understand? It doesn't matter what happened. Can't you sit and talk to your wife? Can't you sit your wife down and explain things to her for her to understand how you feel or what it feels like? Can't you discuss something with your wife? Must you beat? You understand? It must not. It must be. It mustn't be that you beat your wife. It does not call for that at all. It does not. No matter the level of provocation, you have to control yourself. And you don't even need to be so provoked that you have to beat somebody. You understand? If you really understand the position of your wife in your life, I cannot imagine. What if you beat her and she poison your food, uncle? You eat and die. What will happen? If you are so angry to a point that you can hit a woman, then consider it that what if she also can be so angry to a point that because you beat her and poison your food, you eat and you die, uncle? Sometimes we need to reason some of the things before we do things the way we feel like. You understand? So gender-based violence, uh, domestic violence, sexual abuse, and several of those. So, elimination of gender based violence is key to gender justice. Do you understand? It's a main issue because several women, that's one that we have seen. Though. There are some that we don't see them on camera. So, what about those ones? Some are going through such kind of experience in their own house, in their home, very quietly, nobody is aware. But emotionally, they are dying. Psychologically, they are gone. Do you understand? So please, let us do something. All right? Let's make our society better. Men, men, please, Mona, calm down. I beg. For those of you that are here that I'm using this opportunity to talk to you, Mona, calm down. I beg, I beg. Don't beat your wife. You can discuss issues with her. You can let her understand certain things. She is a human. She has listening ears. She can listen to you. Even if it's something you don't like, there's a way you can say it that it do not cause problem. And there's nothing wrong if you also are doing something wrong and the woman is talking to you, your wife is talking to you. There's nothing so big for you to say sorry. You can actually say sorry. You can apologize. You understand? You can apologize. So you can apologize. There's nothing too. That's what is so big if you apologize to your wife that man, my dear wife, I'm sorry for what has happened. And I hope that it will not happen again. Is there anything too big about that? If you say this, what will drop from your body? Will you lose your respect? I don't think so. Will your size change? With money in your pocket drop? Will the money in your account decrease because you have said sorry to your wife? No, just calm down, please. And stop all these things. It's not good enough. It's better for you to be a fool than to be a wise fool. There's a way you can be a fool and then be a wise fool. You understand? So it's better you should be a fool. Do things people should be calling you foolish person. Your wife is remote controlling you. It's better that way. So far as you have peace in your home, shikina, let them go and enjoy their whatever they want to say. You understand? So don't be carried away. So participation in decision making, ensuring that all genders are represented in decision making process at local, national, and international levels is essential for achieving gender justice. So women should be given opportunity to participate in decision making that concerns them. You are taking a decision for women. Policies are being made that concerns women, and that those policies are being made by men. How? How can you champion what concerns me? So women should be participating in those kind of policies that concerns them, and they should be given advantage to have upper seats in even those decisions that matters to women most. Do you understand? Because he who wears the shoe know how it feels. So women knows what will be better for them more than what will decide for them. So if I develop a policy and it has to do with women, give women the opportunity to contribute in the formulation of the policy, contribute in the implementation of the policy at all levels. So economic justice. Gender justice includes advocating for equal pay, access to economic resources, and support for women in entrepreneurship. So women should be paid as good as any other man. All right. So don't say that this one is a woman, then you underpay her. No, because you give her tax. Women can carry out their tax as much as any other man can do. So pay them well as well. Equal pay, access to economic resources, and support for women in entrepreneurship. Provide access to loan, provide opportunities to access small loans to be able to do their businesses. You understand? So when once you empower women, it reduces what poverty and promote development. So if you are in a position of authority today, you have to take decision. What do you do? The decision you are taking must favor women and it must favor all categories, not just women alone, but don't relegate any category. All right. Access to resources. Gender justice emphasizes equitable access to land, credit, technology, and other resources necessary for development. This access can significantly impact economic stability and community resilience. So, how many how many women in Nigeria, for instance, now owns a land? Most land are being owned by men. Women don't own a land. Their wife, this is my husband's land, my husband's this. Where is my wife's land? You understand? So how many of you here? You have a plot of land in your wife's name. Talk to tell me in the comment section that I have a wife, I have my wife, I have a land for my wife. That is at all you both land. The first land you bought, did you write in your wife's name? It's in your name. Second thought is still in your name. For some of you, you are feeling that if you buy land for your wife, one day she'll just run and forget about you. Abby? No, now. Don't be so negative like that. Power them. Give them that sense of independence. Me, I always say this. You understand? I don't want I don't want assume whereby somebody is so over dependent. No. Try and have your independence. You understand? So you can do certain things on your own. I mean, without necessarily seeking approval from me. Just there are certain things you need to take your own decision. I have a lot of things to do. I can't be thinking about your face always. You know, I have a lot of things to do. So every day you are just bothering me about your own things. No, take decision. Take decision. You can take and communicate me. You have taken this decision. No challenge. Health and reproductive rights. So comprehensive health care, including reproductive health services, is fundamental to gender justice. Ensuring that individuals can make informed choices about their bodies is essential for their empowerment and well-being. You see, these are some of the issues. So sometimes, like we talk about some of these things, they have some of them have religious and cultural limitations, social limitations. Like this one we're talking about now. People having choices or informed choices about their bodies. Then there are some kind of religious limitations and belief limitations. Do you understand? There are some religion say no committing of abortion, but women say I have right to run my body. I can do whatever I want to do with my body. I'll commit abortion. Some countries legalize it. Some people say I want to be a transgender. You cannot do anything. That's what I want. So now we have people, men marrying men, women marrying women because they want their bodies. So they can do whatever they want to do with it. So these are the things. Health and reproductive rights. Okay. So environmental sustainability, recognizing the link between gender and environmental issues. Gender justice in development includes promoting women's role in environmental conservation and climate action. So women should be at the forefront of dealing with the issue of climate change and environmental conservation. It must be because no women naturally are wired to know how to conserve, to preserve. Do you understand? Things. So they should be in the know of what is happening in terms of climate change actions and all of that. I saw the Prime Minister of Barbados was speaking so you know so authoritatively in these areas because she's privileged to be in position to discuss them. And that's how it is. They should be given opportunity to contribute massively. Cultural sensitivity. Development initiatives must be culturally aware and sensitive to local context. That's what I'm saying. There are some places you cannot go and legalize abortion. No, you cannot come and legalize gay marriage. But you know, in Nigeria, they were saying those things are Jonathan saying for here, not in this country. And they now introduce a law prohibiting gay marriage here. If you do that, we will send you to prison. 7 years, 10 years, 11 years. You remain there. But we have cross gender now, cross dressers. That's the code they say cross the dressers. The likes of Bobrisky, right? And they are doing whatever they want to do. All right. So let's look at intersectionality in peace and development, sustainable development work. Intersectionality. Intersectionality plays a critical role in peace and sustainable development work by recognizing that individuals experience multiple overlapping identities that shape their experiences and challenges. So let's look at understanding diverse experiences, right? Understanding diverse what experiences. So multiple identities, that is intersectionality, acknowledge that factors such as gender, race, ethnicity, class, sexual orientation, and disability intersect to create unique experiences of oppression and privilege. This understanding helps practitioners recognize that not all individuals experience conflict or development challenges in the same way. In Borno or in the Northeast, when conflict was going on there, hmm, to some children, they don't understand what it feels like there was conflict. Whether there was conflict or they don't know. Some of them, their parents just took them from there to Abuja. Final. They have changed environment, changed location. No pains, no issue. But a farmer, a local who doesn't have anything, no education, no source of income that can, keep them going despite the issue, will feel the impacts and experience the impact of war more than a child that was flown to Abuja when it started doesn't have an idea of what happens. Talk about war in Medugri or in Borno, he'll be asking questions. Which war? How is war happening? Do you understand? But there are some children that experience the worst of it. Women, the worst of it. Men, the worst of it. Do you understand? There are some die, some did not even survive it. Some survive it with disabilities. One hand cut off, one eye You understand? Some two legs chop off because of bullet and all of that. Do you understand? So experiences, comes differently as these things affect individuals differently. Inclusive peace building. Inclusive what? Peace building. Broad participation. Broad participation that is effective peace building requires the inclusion of diverse voices in the decision making process, ensuring representation from marginalized groups will help to create more comprehensive and sustainable peace agreements. So inclusive peace building. Make sure that there is a broad participation. Many people are included to participate in the promotion of peace and you know to make sure that marginalized groups are also incorporated in the decision making process. We'll talk about tailored approaches. Intersectional analysis can inform interventions that address the specific needs and strengths of different communities, ensuring that peace initiatives are relevant and effective. So, approaches must be tailored to suit the needs or to meet the needs of the communities in question. Do you understand? So that you don't just come and do things on assumption. You come with interesting ideas, initiatives that address the needs of the community in question. All right. Addressing root causes of conflict, systemic inequalities. There are some systemic inequalities by examining how various forms of discriminations intersect. Practitioners can target the root causes of conflict more effectively. So, addressing issues such as economic inequality, discrimination, and social exclusion is essential for long-term peace. So when systemic inequalities and injustice are being addressed, these things causes conflict. When you deny somebody access to opportunity, what do you expect? They may react. You understand? Systemic injustice. You deny someone promotion, what do you expect? They will come and kidnap you. That is, you deny someone promotion in your office because you are Oga. So he may feel vulnerable, he may feel helpless, but they may not necessarily be helpless. Some of the kidnappings that you see, some of the killings that we see around is as a result of things like this. Someone will die, you are asking question, oh, what happened? Why people are wicked? Why they can't kill you? It's because he denies somebody opportunity. And the person in that helplessness doesn't know what to do. In that sense of hopelessness, helplessness, they become so desperate, seeking for solutions. You understand? Some they will go and hire assassins. Whatever they can give, just kill him. Some people die because of these things. Some will go to Babalawos and seek for ganja that must take you. Do you understand? Some who doesn't know the road to Babalawo, they will just go to God and be crying to God. God, see me. This man wicked me. God, you are the God of vengeance. So you say we should not seek vengeance. So I'm coming to you. Do something for me. The man will sleep, will not wake up. Some people die like this. You are wondering what happened, but these are the things. You understand? So systemic inequalities, injustice are there. In our convention, we give one of the topic to. I just hope that they will come. We're talking about systemic injustice, how it's how. Let me not preempt the issue anyway. So gender perspectives. Gender perspective, women roles in peace and development. So intersectionality highlights how women's experiences in conflict and development differ based on their older identities. For instance, women of color or those from low income backgrounds may face unique challenges that need to be addressed in peace and development strategies. So empowerment initiatives program that consider intersectional identities can better empower women by providing resources that reflect their diverse experiences. So these are the issues. You understand? So sustainable development goals, equity in implementation. So these things can affect individuals differently, right? Holistic solutions. That's what we're looking at now. We have several targets to address some of these challenges in the sustainable development goal. Community-led approaches, local knowledge and context. They should be specific. They should be contextual. Whatever solution approach you are bringing should be contextual. Building resilience, policy development, equitable policies, policy making that incorporate intersectional analysis is more likely to address disparities and promote social justice. Then advocacy and awareness. You can go on advocacy and awareness, raise awareness about the experience of marginalized groups, fostering empathy and understanding in broader societal context. All of these are the things that are needed to be done. So now that you have gone through this training from day one to the end of this training today, I believe you have learned something because this is where we come to the end of this training. Now, I believe you have learned something, and I believe you want to see your society peaceful, and you want to also see your society developed, right? So, do something concerning peace in your community. Do something concerning peace in your society, in your country, in your locality. You understand? Do something for peace, and peace will influence development, and development will sustain peace. Do you understand? So that's why we have the concept of sustainable peace and sustainable development because they support each other. So are you going to do that? Now you are to do a testimonial video for those of you that participate in this training. You know what testimonial video is all about? You have to do a video to tell us what you have learned in the training and what you're going to use that knowledge to do with. So you acquire this knowledge for what? So you need to tell us what you want to do with this knowledge you acquire here. And then you also encourage others to come and take this training so that it will help them because it helps you. If it helps you for real, if you have gotten something in this training, then you can be proud to invite someone also to participate in it. Except you did not get anything from it, then you don't need to bother to do the video in the first place. But if you know you have gotten something, you have learned something, and it benefits you, then you can do the video. Tell us what you learned. Tell us how you're going to use the knowledge you have learned, you acquired, and then invite someone also to be part of what is happening here because we are going to share it. I think you have been seeing some on our Facebook page, on our YouTube page, on our other pages. We have been sharing it and we'll share it on all our other social media accounts. I think the days that I'm going to be free from tomorrow, next tomorrow, all the our social media handles, I'm going to share those videos of you people that have been saying it. Some of you may see your face because of you. They'll know that if this person benefits, they will also come and benefit. You understand? They will not doubt what we are doing here because of your face that they have seen, because they knows you. They don't know us, but they may know you. So they will come because of you. You understand? So they will be motivated. So we need that testimonial video. It's not going to be much, just 1 to 3 minutes It should not be more than 3 minutes. Your video should not be more than 3 minutes. Just maximum of 3 minutes. Tell us in 3 minutes, from 1 to 3 minutes, what you have learned in this training, what you're going to use that knowledge, and then invite someone who has not been part of this training to be. Simple as that. So as you do that on Saturday by 9 p.m., you'll be writing your exams. We'll be sending you links, examination link to sit for your exams. Your examination, I don't know whether it's going to be 50 questions, and it's going to be 50 questions. 50 questions. Each question will carry 2 marks. Do you understand? Because we are not doing simulation training like we did on ADR. So you are going to have your examination of 100. ADR with this simulation, which was 30%, and then examination, they are going to write exam today, 70 questions, which each question carry 1 mark. Do you understand? So your own is going to be 50 questions, 2 marks per question, and then you get, once you pass, you got 50%. You get 50%, you pass, and you'll be given your certificate. If you get anything less than 50%, you're not, you do not pass, and of course, you'll not get a certificate, right? So, but first and foremost, from now till Saturday, we'll be expecting your testimonial videos. Maybe I will send a sample in our group so that you know how it's what you are expected to do. So you do it and send it to us. We encourage you to do it. We are not forcing you to do it, but if you have gotten something and you want to express it, then I think you will not be afraid to do that. You'll not shy away. If you have not gotten anything, you can shy away, no challenge. So thank you very much for being part of this training from day one to the end. For those of you that have been consistent, congratulations. And for those of you that in one way or the other, maybe network challenges and some other engagement that might conflict with the training, that sometimes you're not around, we still congratulate you, because the time you have been around, you made it very wonderful, and we appreciate you. So we are grateful that we have people to join and participate. Please do not keep quiet. Let others know. Let your colleagues know. Let your students know. Let those that are close to you know, so that they will take this training and help themselves. Do you understand? Young people who are in your community doing nothing, they can be part of this training and get the certificate. It will help them. It will transform them. It will change their lives. Do you understand? So because they can use it, apply for jobs. So it will help them. So that's it. So as we go out to do this, I'm sure that you will be contributing to make our world peaceful. That's the idea why we're doing this training, nothing else. So thank you very much. We appreciate you. I don't know whether there are any questions in the comment section. If there are questions, I will take the questions, and then um we'll call it a day, because I'm supposed to be in a presentation now that is supposed to start by 8. So let me just look at your comment section. If there's any question, I will take it, and then we are done. Good evening. Good evening, sir. When do we get the remaining training manual? So tonight, I'm going to work on it. As I'm finishing now, I'll put it together, and then I'll post it tonight in the group. So you get the complete manual, the complete one now. I just add module 1. I just added one module for what we have covered so far. So the one I sent you was from module 1 to 6. So I added module 7. So we'll put it together and put in the group so that you can have it, and then get ready for your exams on Saturday. So you get it in your group today. Any other question? Somebody's asking, why are women always being oppressed, especially in Africa? It's because of the orientation, and we need to change the orientation. Do you understand? It's because of orientation. We believe that women are weaker sex, and of course, they are to be under control of man. So that is the mentality. So, but generally, not only in Africa, in other places also, women do suffer such kind of oppression. But it depends on each person's orientation. So we hope that while we get trained and also get knowledge, people can begin to see from different perspectives and stop oppressing women. You understand? Women are not our enemies. Yes, they can sometimes be stubborn, but every stubbornness have its own medicine and not necessarily beating, not necessarily being oppressed. It's a matter of discussion, discuss and seek understanding. It is more better than oppression. Do you understand? It's better. The examination, somebody's asking what time is going to be exams on Saturday. The examination is going to be by 9 p.m. 9 p.m. So you can go out, do your things. You come back in the evening, refresh, eat, relax, and then you take your exam by 9. When you finish your exam and you see your scores, you pass, you go and sleep with that joy, and then you will not have any problem. Do you understand? So on Saturday, you can go out, do your normal things. That is if you have somewhere to go. But if you don't have, you can sit down, look at the manual, prepare very well because the examination is going to be tough. I will not lie to you. 50 question, you pass 20. Thank you, God. Uh, so if you pass 40, thank you, God. Mhm. But I know some people will get 100 over 100. Please, sir, those that have not done presentation in 8, there any hope for them to present? No, I think the presentation, I'm going to do another presentation by 8. And I believe the group must have been waiting now. I think that's the last presentation. Any other presentation that was not done, those that did not do the presentation, they are not going to write the exams. And of course, they will not get a certificate. That is it. And we're not doing any presentation after this one. I'm doing this 8 p.m. now. No, because we have tried our best. We have tried to accommodate everybody, give people opportunities. But no. We cannot continue like that. So Harriet is saying that we are not contesting being under, but the oppression and abuse is terrible. I run NGO for women, and it's been a horrible experience. Yes, I understand with you perfectly well, and we can put our heads together to make sure that we make our society beautiful. It's a matter of awareness, create awareness. Some of them do it without knowing what they are doing. All right, so some of them do it out of anxiety, out of certain pains, out of pressures in the society. So, and some of them come back and vent it on their wives. Do you understand? So, if we can be able to educate more and tell people more how it is, they can do better. So, I understand perfectly well what it means. Yes, the examination is objectives, right? It's objectives. So I really appreciate the registrar and the board of directors for organizing this insightful, informative, educative, and instructive section. Thank you very much, Mr. Emma. We appreciate it. No examinations on Saturday only. Once we miss Saturday, you're not going to write exam again. Sir, we are not taking the exam on Saturday, on Sunday. So exam is on Saturday, and the exam is once. You understand? It's just 1 hour. Once the 1 hour elapsed, the link is deactivated. So just do whatever you can to make sure that you are available by 9 p.m. to write your exams. Once that time is over, 1 hour, 9 to 10. Once it's 10, it, we may just extend it a bit. Maybe we'll like give it 2 hours in case you encounter network challenges. Yes, we may consider to be lenient to allow you to be there from 9 p.m. to 12 midnight. But once it is 1, we will deactivate the link. So we hope that from 10, 11, 12, you should be able to write your exam no matter what happens. Do you understand? So that is it. And if you have network challenges using one device, use somebody's device and write your exams. All right. So that you're not come and tell me, yeah, my brother is not opening, this one is not opening, please. So we we allow the we'll send you the link, but you have from 10 to 12 midnight. That from 9 to 12 midnight to write your exams. And so once that time elapses, we are going to deactivate the link. Do you understand? So please, if we send you the link, do whatever network, seek for network, get network, write your exam. That's it. If your device is not opening the browser, use somebody's device and write your exams. You understand? That's what I'm saying. The examination is by 9 p.m. 9 p.m. 9 p.m. on Saturday. Please take time. I will still make the announcement in our WhatsApp group. I will still communicate the details to you in our WhatsApp group. All right. That's it. And finally, help us to share the link for the peace and conflict training that is coming up in November so that many people can register for it. Thank you very much. God bless you. See you on Saturday in the exams. But before then, send us your testimonial videos, please. Thank you very much. We appreciate it. Good night. Bye. If you have any challenge, you have any issue that you need clarification, you can still reach out to me privately. I'll still respond to you. Thank you very much.